This story is about courage, um, about a person called John, and about my first job in the United States of America, late in 1997. And this speaks volumes about courage. It's changed my perspective. This was my first job and incident that happened just after a few weeks. After around 3 weeks in office, Deborah walked in with a very fat, overweight, bald, and short-height guy who must have been in his 50, 55 years of age group. She allocated him the last empty workstation in our 8x8 cubicle. After the person settled in, he was introduced to us as John. Now our area was fully occupied. I noticed that John used to be quite restless and kept rotating his chair with unease. Due to his very heavy body, the chair used to make discomforting noises. As a result, my focus used to go to John and his chair quite often. In such moments, our eyes used to meet and I used to just smile and nod and then quickly turn around to face my computer. One day, he seemed very restless and was rotating his chair quite frequently. When I looked at his direction, our eyes met and he asked. And I asked, "Hi John, any problem?" I asked with curiosity. "Well, yes, can you help me?" he asked. "What is it?" I asked curiously. "Can you have a look at this program, please?" He requested for help. "Sure, let me look at it." I accepted to help him. I walked to his desk and looked at the specifications closely. Then I looked at the program he was writing. I was very surprised to see how did he write the program. John was a very senior person, almost double of my age. But my program was very basic, but his program was very basic. And many programming logic he has written was wrong. "I think you missed a few things. Let me show you." I pointed to the errors. "Thank you so much." So deep, his pronunciation. He felt obliged. "No problem at all," I said and turned to my desk. I was very surprised about what I had just seen. In the next couple of weeks, he started asking for my help more and more. Though I was surprised about his asking for help, yet I was very happy as I was started getting more work in my relatively free time. A few times I ended up writing the whole program for him completely. My focus was to learn more and more in minimal time. I kept on helping him. "Can I buy you lunch today, so deep?" John felt obliged and requested me after a few weeks. "Oh, no need for that," I said smiling. "I would love to," he insisted. "Okay, sure, as you wish," I agreed. We went to the cafeteria. The cafeteria in the Sears building was spread in a huge area. There were different sections for different type of foods: American, Mexican, Chinese, Italian, Indian, Japanese, etc. There was a sitting area inside the huge covered restaurant area and outside in front of the lake with white swans. This was an amazing restaurant and it was a good rejuvenation time for us. "What you will take?" John asked. "I will go for a chicken burger and fries," I told him. "Sounds good. I will go for that too." He nodded his head. John gave the order and made the payment. We then collected our burgers, fries, and sat on the chairs across the table facing each other. "Thanks, John, for the meal." I smiled and thanked him. "My pleasure. You are my savior." He expressed his gratitude. We started eating the meal and did not speak much during that time. After finishing the meal, I decided to start the conversation. "Where were you working before this project, John?" I asked as that was the typical question that came to my mind. I was painting, he replied with a calmness. I got surprised. I got confused for a moment with his response. I thought he may have been working on a specialized software related to painting, which I have never heard of. That's why he is struggling in PeopleSoft. The technology is working right now. Even I was not aware PeopleSoft till sometimes back. I thought, which application or software you were working on related to painting? I asked him curiously. He understood my confusion and laughed aloud. No, I had been on my own painting work and was painting the houses and buildings, he replied, laughing, his heavy body and bald face shining. I was zapped, completely speechless. He saw my face and continued. I was getting $20-25 per hour for my job, even after working for more than 30 years. And I used to hear that the young software programmers like you are earning $100 and $200 per hour. I thought, what the heck? Let me also get into this programming stuff. I did a computer programming course for 6 months and here I am, he revealed. I was further surprised, zapped, speechless by what I had just heard. But inside me, my inner self stood up and gave a big salute to him. This was very big learning of courage for me. At the age of 50 years, this person had the courage, took the challenge and decided to learn something completely different than what he had been doing for over 30 years. And he did not got bothered with what others will think about it and how hard it will be for him to learn something entirely different. He had the guts to do it, and here he is. I learned the lesson. It is never too late to take the challenge and learn something new. Courage gives results. Nothing is impossible.